Hello everybody, today back in another video. Alright, my tennis fans all over the world, it is time of Sinner's final for the fourth consecutive tournament. We had the Rome final a couple of months ago, where a match where Carlos won his straight set. Then we had French Open final at Epic 1, the longest French Open final ever, and the second longest Grand Slam final ever, with 5 hours 29 minutes, an epic battle which Carlos Alcaraz won after coming back from 2 sets to love down and after saving 3 championship points in the 4th set. And Carlos won that French Open final a couple of months ago in 5 sets. And then we had the Wimbledon final, a match where Jannik Sinner won in 4 sets. And now here we are back again in Cincinnati final. The defending champion Jannik Sinner will try to defend his title from last year. And who will he face there? Yeah, he will face Carlos Alcaraz, his top Schiffer rivals. His top Schiffer rival. Sinner, who has come through to this final without dropping one single set. The closest he has been to lose a set was against Diallo, where he saved 1 set point. So that is the closest Sinner has been to dropping 1 set. With an unbelievable return, he saved that set point against Diallo, I remember. Carlos Alcaraz, like always, he's a little up and down. He has dropped 2 sets in this Cincinnati tournament. One against Damir Jumur, and one against Andrei Rublev, actually. That has been Carlos' toughest match to come through, against Andrei Rublev, where he won that in 3 sets and won that 3rd set 7-5. Where actually Carlos won only 3 more points than Andrei Rublev. Carlos won, I believe, 92 points in that match, and Andrei Rublev won 89 points in that match. So that was a very, very close battle, to say the least. And then, after the other matches, Carlos has been untouchable. And he has won all the other matches in straight sets. And like I said, Sinner has won all of his straights. He has not dropped 1 single set so far. In the semifinals matches where Sinner was a huge favorite. He won against the journeyman Frenchman in straight sets, 7-6, 6-2, which was very expected outcome. We all knew that the journeyman, his run will end against Sinner, the hardcore machine right now in tennis, Jannik Sinner. I believe he won his 200th hardcourt match in his career, Jannik Sinner against Altmane, or whatever his name is. It means Sinner is in a 26 hardcourt streak. So he has won 26 hardcourt matches in a row, Jannik Sinner, going back to last year as well. So he's a great hardcourt consecutive wins, Jannik Sinner, to say the least. And he will face Carlos Alcaraz, who has been in Cincinnati final before, and this will be his 2nd Cincinnati final. The first one he played was back in 2023, where he lost against Novak Djokovic in epic 3 sets, one of the best 3 sets matches that we have ever seen, where actually Carlos Alcaraz had 1 match point in the 2nd set, I remember, where Djokovic saved that match point he had in the 2nd set against him, Novak, and then won in the end the match in 3 sets. The 2nd and 3rd set Novak won in tie breaks, if I remember correctly. So here we are now, part 14. This will be their 14th clash against each other. 8-5 head-to-head in Carlos' favor. Carlos won 5 consecutive matches before that Wimbledon defeat he had last month. But Sinner ended that losing streak against Carlos Alcaraz. So how will this go? You know what I've said in my videos before. Jannik Sinner is the hardcourt machine. He's the favorite in all hardcourt tournaments, especially in fast hardcourt tournaments, which Cincinnati obviously is. Cincinnati is one of the fastest hardcourts or surfaces in general we have in tennis, together with Shanghai, Australian Open, and ATP2 finals in Turin. So this will benefit Sinner's game more than what it will benefit Carlos. Why? I will make a long story short. I don't want to take your time. Sinner can just hit through Carlos much easier in faster surfaces. What is Carlos' absolute most advantage he has over Sinner? It is his movement. Nobody is lighting fast like Carlos is. And put these two in a slower surface, Sinner, no matter how much power the dude has with both wings, forehand and backhand, he just needs to hit one winner 3 times, 4 times in slower surfaces against Carlos Alcaraz. And that's why Sinner has never, I almost said he has never defeated Carlos on clay, which is not correct. He has defeated Carlos on clay once, which was in Umag back in 2022 final in Croatia. But that is the only victory Sinner has over Carlos Alcaraz on clay. So, nevertheless, my point is that put these two in slower surfaces, Sinner will have much more nightmares in defeating Carlos, because Carlos just defends so unbelievably well with his unbelievable movement, because he's so lighting fast, so he will force you to hit one winner 3-4 times. All right, but put them on faster surfaces, life becomes much easier for Jannik Sinner. And not only for Jannik Sinner, but for everybody else as well. That's why Carlos is much more vulnerable on faster surfaces, and what the case is slower surfaces. That's why other tennis players can hurt him more in faster surfaces, because they will be able to hit through him easier in faster surfaces. By the way, Carlos Alcaraz defeated Zverev in the semifinal in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3. Zverev, who looked hampered in the second set, where he barely could move. But anyway, Carlos Alcaraz, he should not feel ashamed for his victory, because he has defeated Zverev many times before. So even if Zverev would have been 100% healthy, Carlos Alcaraz has all the tools, has all the weapons to defeat Zverev. Zverev, who just keeps on going deep in tournaments, but he just is not. He's from the lost generation, so he will never win a Grand Slam title. This is not a Grand Slam tournament, but you are getting my point. Not when these two are around, Sinner and Alcaraz. So he tried, Zverev, but he just couldn't stop Carlos Alcaraz. Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz, they're facing each other for the 14th time. Some are calling this rivalry for boring. Do I feel this rivalry is boring? Absolutely not. If I felt that, I would not do this video and to preview this video and to talk about this match that we have in front of us. Majority of these two matches, when they face, they are very, very entertaining and they are very fun to watch. And many of the matches that they play against each other, they go to the distance. Some rare cases, we have some straight sets victories, but that doesn't happen many times. And that Rome final where Carlos won in straight sets. But after that, all their clashes this year have been that they have gone to the distance, or they have played 4 sets, like that case was at the Wimbledon final, where the match, that match Sinner won in 4 sets. Nevertheless, so what do I expect from this match that we have ahead of us? Look, Sinner is not putting a lot of first serves in. That is maybe his biggest weakness. Not maybe, it is his biggest weakness. But nevertheless, he wins. Sinner is the player who holds most the entire tournament. He's holding service games on hard courts, for sure in hard courts, but maybe in all surfaces. He's the player who holds his service games the most in the entire world. So even though he doesn't land a lot of first serves in, he averages between 55 to 61, 62, 63, something like that. You don't see him very often landing over 65% first serves in. But those serves he lands in, he has an unbelievable high percentage hold. He has an unbelievable high win percentage of first serves. Majority of his matches, he wins over 80% of his first serves. 80%, majority. And then the thing is that he's not afraid in using his second serve. Why? Because he's the best baseline player in the world. He knows that, even though if I miss, that's why he goes so big for his first serve. He can't try to do Nadal thing. What did Nadal do in his days? He was not always going big for his serves, and he was having a lot of high percentage of first serves. Nadal was not serving like Djokovic and Federer. Djokovic and Federer were going more big for his first serves, was going more for the spots, especially Federer, and they were having less first percentage of first serves in than Nadal. So Sinner is doing like Federer and Djokovic. He's going big for his first serves. He's not afraid in using second serve. Why? Because he knows that I have a good second serve to begin with, and then I'm the best baseline player in the world. I'm not afraid of using my second serve. I will take down my opponents from the baseline. That is how he's thinking. And is he doing wrong? No. So far, so good. So just imagine if Sinner can somehow raise his first percentage of first serve. Just imagine if he somehow can find the spots better. Not that he doesn't do it time to time, but he's not as great of a spot server like Federer and Djokovic. Absolutely not. At least not yet. So if he can develop that game, oh my God, my tennis was on the world. That would be huge. That would be crazy. He will be even more untouchable than he already is. All right. So anyway, if I should say 3 reasons why I believe Sinner will win this match, because I believe Sinner will win this match, or 4 reasons. First, take number 4 spot. It is a fast hard court here. What did I say in the beginning of my video? Fast surfaces favors more Sinner than Alcaraz. So I will say that is on my 4th spot. 3rd spot, Sinner serves better than Carlos. No, I will say 3rd spot, another thing. 3rd spot, Sinner has better returns than Carlos. Not maybe much, but at least little. That is my feeling. They are almost leveled on the return games, but I feel that Sinner has just slightly better returns than Carlos. I don't know if you guys will agree or not, but that is my feeling. That is my 3rd spot. 3rd reason why I believe Sinner will win this match. 2nd reason, Sinner has better serve than Carlos. My number 1 reason is Sinner is a better baseline player than Carlos, especially on fast surfaces where Sinner will have easier time hitting through Carlos Alcaraz, which would have been much difficult for Sinner to do in slower surfaces. So there you have my 4 top reasons why Sinner, I believe, will win this match. 4th place, because of the fast surface. 3rd place, because Sinner has slightly better returns than Carlos. 2nd place, because Sinner has a better serve than Carlos. And 1st place is because I believe Sinner is a better baseline player than Carlos. But we should never forget, Carlos Alcaraz, according to me, has a higher ceiling than Sinner. If Carlos brings his higher ceiling in majority of the match, because he cannot bring the higher ceiling the entire match, it is impossible. But if he can bring his A game in majority of the match, he will defeat Sinner. Because I believe Carlos' A game is higher than Sinner's A game. Carlos have a higher ceiling, but Sinner has a higher floor. Sinner's average game is much better than Carlos' average game. That's why Sinner is much more consistent than Carlos Alcaraz. So I believe Sinner will win this match in 3 tight sets. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace.